in the backfield.
Quite a collection of hardware and leather. Here he comes. Stan, the man long and easy. Good outfit, Stan. Stan showing his flexibility here. For a big man, he's very flexible.
That's a very supple man there.
He's got a very impressive background and very impressive cornerman. Dana Goodson is one of the top-rated fighters in the world in his time. He was a two-time champion. Dana Goodson fought all the top heavyweights, including Maurice Smith, I might add. And very tough man, very smart coach.
Yeah, weighing about 96 kilograms, the WKA World Super Heavyweight Champion, 30 fights, 27 wins, 23 by KO. Ladies and gentlemen, Ahmed Muhammed.
All the way from the United States, Ahmed Muhammed, formerly known as Melvin Cole.
Yeah, the wags are booing, of course, but
yeah.
Only for a laugh. I think they're all looking forward very much to this fight.
It's going to be very interesting. These fighters, two totally different styles of fighting. It's going to be see how they complement each other.
This is a major match. This Memphis Mauling Machine is called that for a reason. He is one mean dude.
He is the current super heavyweight champion. And Stan the Man, trying for another world title. He's only got one more to go, and that's against Maurice Smith for the heavyweight title. So, talking to Stan earlier in the fight,
Going to be
very interesting. We were in Las Vegas last week. Stan the Man was there at ringside. Dennis Alexio's manager, Bob Wall, came out and said, told actually absolutely bald-faced lie and said that Stan the Man was afraid to fight Dennis Alexio, when in fact the opposite is true. I saw the paperwork on the fight. They were supposed to fight here last July, and Alexio ducked the fight so many times and made it so difficult for the fight to happen. They ended up just using Maurice Smith. Maurice Smith himself is a much better fighter than Dennis Alexio.
Well, I think it's getting harder for Dennis to protect his title now. And,
it is, and from watching his last fight in Las Vegas, Stan the Man would take him out in about 5 rounds.
Well, we'll see how he goes today.
Dennis Alexio is mostly hype, and it's unfortunate, it's a sad fact that, the best fighters in the world don't get the recognition that someone that's got good PR. Unfortunately, organization, the World Kickboxing Association, it's mandatory that he would have to fight either the #1 or #2 contender to keep his title, but the association, ISCA, is a very weak organization, and they're not letting that happen. They're just letting them fight bums.
Well, there's going to be a time when Dennis Alexio will have to decide between his movie career.
Well, he's shorter with his power coming upwards rather than forwards. Everybody standing here for the national anthem. Advantage. He's definitely a role model in this sport for young people everywhere.
Can't argue with you there. There's 2,000 fans that stand here. Just the final instructions from the referee. Verification of the rules.
Now there is no 3 knockdown rule here. If and a fighter cannot be saved by the bell. Okay, and that is a signal to fight by the referee. Stan moving in with a lead leg roundhouse. Excellent kick. He's just swarming, he's swarming Ahmed Muhammed. What an upset! What an upset! This man is hurt. Ahmed Muhammed is hurt bad. Incredible! I've never seen anything like that in my life. And Ahmed Muhammed is definitely hurt.
He still can't focus. 30 seconds after the fight.
He is in another world right now. I can see his eyes from ringside. He doesn't even know where he is. Stan, the man, in the most upsetting victory. Okay, and that is a signal to fight by the referee. Stan moving in with a lead leg roundhouse. Excellent kick. He's just swarming, he's swarming Ahmed Muhammed. What an upset! What an upset! This man is hurt. Ahmed Muhammed is hurt bad. Incredible! I've never seen anything like that in my life. And Ahmed Muhammed is definitely hurt.
He still can't focus. 30 seconds after the fight.
He is in another world right now. I can see his eyes from ringside. He doesn't even know where he is. Stan, the man, in the most upsetting victory I've ever seen in the sport, in the history of the sport.
You've got 2,000 very shocked people here. Just
very shocked. I just traveled 20,000 miles to see this fight, expecting it to go the distance.
A flurry of blows.
What an impressive show by Stan the Man Longinides. He's proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that he is the undisputed junior heavyweight champion of the world. Melvin Cole, or Ahmed Muhammad, still in another world. He's still dazed.
This guy's one big man, and he's a damn good kickboxer.
He definitely needs attention by the doctor. I have to see an instant replay of that just to see what happened. At the time Stan had his back to us, all I could see is a swarm of punches and kicks.
I think it was that first kick that got him first. He got him in the side of
first kick, and now as I said before, it's really hard to do a lead leg roundhouse and do it effectively so that it hurts your opponent. But it did set him up for the next combination of punches. I would say right now, Maurice Smith and Dennis Alexio better be watching this fight, because Stan